Class 12th, Subject Business Studies, Chapter 6, Staffing, Lecture number 1. Hello dear students. In our last chapter, we have read about organizing. How do we organize the thing? And in 4th chapter, we have read about planning, that how do we plan about the things. Now, the thing is staffing. What do you mean by staffing? It is the fact that organization foundation is based on quality staff. So the employees are the assets of any firm. An organization needs to fulfill the right position with the right person. So staffing refers to the managerial function of filling and keeping filled the position in the organization structure. Fine. In simple words, we can say staffing is related to putting people into jobs. Fine. So, staffing is the function of management is concerned with obtaining, utilizing, maintaining a satisfied workforce. It is the process of filling and keeping filled the position in the organization structure. Fine. It starts with workforce planning, including recruitment, selection, promotion, training, development, and appraisal of the workforce. So it is important part of the management process concerned with obtaining, utilizing, and maintaining a satisfied workforce. What does it mean? It means that it is a continuous process because new jobs may be created and some of the existing employees may leave the organization. So the staffing function has assumed greater importance these days because of rapid advancement of technology, increasing size of organization, and complicated behavior of human beings. Fine. So staffing is a continuous process. Importance of staffing. They are saying no organization is successful without the right staff. It ensures that continuous survival and growth of the business through succession planning for managers. So no organization is successful without the right staff. If the right staff will be there in the organization, only then it will be able to complete its objective. Fine. So second one is it helps in gaining competent personnel for various positions. Competent personnel means various position means there are a lot of positions in the organization. Fine. So it obtained competent personnel for various jobs that are in the organization. So it helps in discovering and obtaining competent personnel for various jobs. Fine. Third one is it helps in improving the organization performance by hiring the right person for the right job. They are saying if we hire the right person for the right job in our organization, then it will be very easy for us to improve the performance of particular staff. Fine. So staffing is very much important in the organization. Next point is it involves succession planning for managers, hence promote the continuous growth and survival of the firm. Fine. It promotes optimum utilization of resources by high labor cost and underutilization of resources. It motivates employees and improves job satisfaction. Staffing motivate employees and improve job satisfaction because employees are very much satisfied about the position whatever they have in the organization. So the organization structure is in this form is filled with right kind of people. Fine. It brings higher productivity and quality work. It improves job satisfaction through objective assessment and fair reward for the competition and contribution in the organization. Fine. And it brings higher productivity and quality work means it ensures higher performance by putting the right person on the right job. So staffing is very much important in the organization. Because no organization can be successful unless it can fill and keep filled the various positions provided for the structure with the right kind of people. Fine. So the ability of the organization to achieve its goal depends upon the quality of its human resources. If the right kind of employees are not available, it will lead to wastage of material, time, efforts and energy, and which result in lower the productivity and poor quality of the products. Fine. So it involves succession planning for managers and promote the continuous growth. It promotes optimum utilization of resources by high labor cost and underutilization of resources. It motivates employees and improves job satisfaction, and it brings higher productivity and quality work. Now, the staffing as a part of human resource management. You know, staffing is closely related to organizing because all these functions of management are correlated with each other. So after deciding the structure and positions, staffing is done. To achieve the goal of the organization, the staff is trained and developed. Staffing is basically a management function as performance depends on the human component of the organization. Staffing is very important human resource management because managers may perform all the duties related to employee salaries, welfare and working conditions. But as organizations grow and number of persons employed increases, a separate department called Human Resource Department is formed which has specialists in managing people. Fine. So, human resource management includes various activities like recruitment, job analysis, compensation, training, development, maintain labor relations, handling grievances and so on. So staffing has become the major part of the human resource management because it does recruitment, it searches for qualified people, it analyzes jobs, which collect information about jobs to prepare job description. It develops compensation and incentive plans. It includes training and development of the employees for efficient performance and career growth. It maintains labor relations and union management relations. It handles grievances and complaints. It provides social security and welfare of the employees. So defending the company in law and avoiding legal complications, staffing is very much necessary. Fine. So it has become the major part of the human resource management now. Fine. So when the manager performs staffing function, his role is to fulfill all the responsibilities like placing the right person on the right job, introducing new employees to the organization, training employees and improving their performance, and developing their ability and maintaining the morale and protecting their health and physical conditions. Fine. Now staffing process. Staffing process is the prime function of the management process as it deals with the timely fulfillment of the manpower requirement where in the organization. So first of all, estimating manpower requirement. Various job positions are created before hiring the staff. So each job position requires to estimate the set of skills like educational qualification, experience to estimate manpower requirement. There will be two analysis like workforce analysis is to be done to estimate manpower requirement, and workload analysis includes the number and type of requirement. Fine. So there are two type of analysis, workforce and workload. Workforce analysis is done to estimate manpower requirement, and workload analysis is an assessment of number and types of human resources necessary for the performance of various jobs. Fine. Next one is recruitment. It is a process of searching a prospective candidate and stimulate them to apply for the job. Fine. So it is done to create a pool of respective potential candidates. They are saying that recruitment can be defined as a process of searching the prospective employees. So it is a process that it seeks to attract suitable applicants to apply for various jobs. So recruitment process involved identification of different sources of labor supply. Number 2, assessment of their validity. Number 3, choosing the most suitable source. And number 4, inviting applications from the prospective candidates for the vacancies. Fine. So recruitment is done through the internal and external sources of recruitment. Number 3, selection. At the time of recruitment, prospective job candidates are chosen for the job position. So selection is done to ensure that the organization chose the best talent. It enhances the self-esteem of the candidate. Fine. So selection is the process of identifying and choosing the best person out of a number of prospective candidates for the job. It has two purposes. It ensures the organization gets the best among the available. Fine. And it enhances the self-esteem and prestige of those selected and conveys to them the seriousness with which the things are done in the organization. Fine. So selection is basically the process of differentiating between applicants in order to identify and decision making process as to predict various job position. Fine. There in the organization. Next one is placement and orientation. Placement means after the selection, see, first one is we have to do, first of all, we have to estimate the manpower requirement. Next one, we have to recruit the employees. Next one, we have to select the employees. And next one is placement and orientation. So after the selection, placement is done, where the employees occupies the job position. Fine. Placement means employees occupying the position or the post for which he has been selected. Fine. So after joining the firm, the staff is given the brief introduction about the company and introduced to the co-workers. Fine. So it is an orientation process which familiarizes the candidate with the job position and the company. So orientation means introducing the selected employees to other employees and familiarizing him or her with the rules and policies of the organization. Understood? Placement means give the employees occupying the position of the job for which he has been selected. And orientation means that employees are being introduced with these other employees, and we have to familiarize them with the rules and policies of the organization. Fine. Next one is training and development. From either have their in-house training centers or has forged alliances with training institution for training and development of the employees. Fine. So firm may have training centers. Maybe the training centers within which we give training to the employees are there within the firm, or it has training institution for training and development of the employees. So training and development is an attempt to improve the current and future employees' performance by increasing the employees' ability to perform through learning. Fine. What people seek is not simply a job but a career. So everyone must have the opportunity to rise to the top. The best way to provide such an opportunity is to facilitate employee training. Fine. So training is the process by which skills and ability of the employees to perform are increased, and development refers to the learning opportunity designed to help employee grow. Understood the difference between training and development? Next one is performance appraisal. The organization has some predetermined standard on the basis of which employees are evaluated on current or past performance. The organization should set a standard on the basis of which the employees are evaluated. Fine. So performance appraisal includes defining the job, appraising the performance, and providing the feedback. Fine. So performance appraisal means evaluating an employee's current or past performance as against certain predetermined standards. So performance appraisal include defining the job, appraising performance, and providing feedback. Fine. Next one is promotion and career planning. Promotion is an important part of people's career. Firm addresses the career related issues to promote the employees. So promotion include more pay, responsibility and job position. So simple words we can say promotion refers to being placed in the position of increased responsibility. They usually mean more pay, responsibility and job satisfaction. So it becomes necessary for all the organization to address career related issues for their employees, because by offering the opportunity for career advancement to their members, organizations are not only able to attract but also retain its talented people. Fine. So managers need to design activities to serve employees' long-term interest also. Next one is compensation. What do you mean by compensation? Compensation refers to all form of payments to the employee, including pay and rewards, wages and salaries, incentives, bonus and indirect payment like insurance and vacations. Fine. So there are two type of wages plan, time based and performance based. Time based plan means salary and wages are paid either daily, weekly or monthly or annually. Fine. And performance based wages plans means salaries and wages are paid according to the piece work. Means a worker may be paid according to the number of units produced by him. That means performance based. Fine. So your homework is learn the concept of staffing, its importance, staffing as a part of human resource management, and the process of staffing. Fine. And write down in your fair notebook.